What's up, class? It's your teacher, Option 1, back again with another exciting free-to-play Friday adventure. This Friday, it was Hawken. It's just released in the PSN store. Now, I'd played Hawken before. I played it back in closed beta, I think, on PC, and a lot's changed since then. Checking it out on Friday was a lot of fun, a great way to interact with viewers. And if you guys don't know, at OSU, we enjoy obscure games. So after playing it for a few hours, getting a chance to play with some viewers, what are my thoughts about it? Is this a game that's worthy of your time, potentially of your money? Well, first things first, it's free, so you're not going to lose anything by checking it out. It may not be the game of the year, but since the asking price is so low, it's worth the download, definitely. There was a bunch of issues going into it. Apparently, a lot of the NA PlayStation users, for some reason, they could download the game, but the game wouldn't start or wouldn't allow them to hit play. I'm not sure if that issue's even been fixed from now. I assume it has. More than that, there's been a lot of complaints. If you look at the Reddit and you look up reviews for this on PSN, there's been a lot of complaints so far about it. People saying, coming from PC, saying things like, well, they took away your ability to customize your mech. You don't get a choice of what primary, secondary weapons you have. You don't get a choice as far as what upgrades you can use. I think they did that to keep it more streamlined, but again, a lot of people have been upset about that. As far as my own complaints, the frame rate is god-awful. I played this game in closed beta on PC about 2 years ago, I think, when it first came out. My computer's not that amazing. I had a Radeon HD 6850. It's like a 1 gig card. Like I said, this was a decent, it was like not even that great of a card 3 years ago, but it was an okay card. But I ran the game just fine at 60 frames a second at 1920 by 1080 or whatever. I ran it perfectly at 60 frames a second. Game played, ran smooth, fine on my PC. And considering the PS4's video card is supposed to be the equivalent of a 7850, I think it's a better equivalent AMD card than what my computer had 3 years ago. To go from 60 frames a second on PC to an abysmal 30 frames a second on console, and not even a consistent 30 frames at that, it asks a lot of questions. For the first few hours of playing it, I even asked myself a lot, did developers think we were stupid? That we wouldn't know this game barely even runs at 30 frames a second? Oh my god. How is it a game can release in 2016 that looks and plays this bad on a major console? Then I remembered this is being distributed by 505 Games, and they don't exactly have a track record for translating games smoothly or putting things out with a lot of effort. But that's besides the point. As you know, I've said in other episodes, it's not about how games look, it's about how games play. And does the game play well? Well, I can't speak to what everyone else was complaining about when they said things like customization options were removed. I don't know about that, but I do know this, the game is fun as hell. It is a lot of fun. The frame rate, admittedly, is a big issue. It's hard to play at first. You get used to it, everything, even the movement and dashing, shooting, you do get used to it. Believe it or don't, the fun trumps the awful frame rate. I legit sat and played this game for 6 hours on Friday, played it for another probably 4 or 5 hours today without breaks. The game is legit fun. And yeah, it's heartily worth the download. I definitely recommend you check it out. Now, there are some other issues that some people have been complaining about. Some people on the positive side of the equation have been arguing about, and I haven't seen any of this yet, but apparently one of the bundles comes with a G2 Brawler is what it's called. Apparently this has a special ability where you get invulnerability, or you get, your ability is you take no damage, and apparently this is so unbelievably broken you can 1v5 entire teams without anything to stop you. I have yet to see that, probably because most of the crowd hasn't been willing to put money into it yet. If I did see that, I can imagine I probably would complain a lot. So yeah, have yet to see that. Also, again, the frame rate is an issue. I have found that hit detection can also be a little bit spotty depending on connection and frame rate. Sometimes when the frame rate starts to drop, it feels as though your bullets don't connect as well. It's almost like the game has a hard time keeping up, knowing where you're shooting. And there's been a lot of gunfights where I die and they survive with 2 HP, no joke, 2 HP, and I have to sit back and wonder, well, it seemed like I was shooting them. I was shooting where I was, firing, I was leading them, I was firing exactly how I know how to hit. All of the shots before that seemed to hit, but somehow when the frame rate started to dip, I died, they didn't. Didn't make sense. However, after about 10 solid hours of playing the game, I've got to say, it is fun. Team Deathmatch is great, and normally I can't stand Team Deathmatch in any game, but I do like it. Even the co-op versus AI horde mode is actually pretty fun with the ability to upgrade your mechs in play. But definitely what takes the cake is the siege mode. Siege mode is where you have the objectives. You go collect the EU, you return to your base, you hold AA. Now, I have had some complaints, and I do make some complaints about idiot team members. Of course, you're going to find idiots in every game, but I think that the game needs to be a little bit more clear that when the enemy battleship is attacking your base, you don't need to sit in the spawn and shoot at the sky. You go claim the AA, and then you win, basically. I think that needs to be expressed a little bit more obviously. In fact, I think they should take away the ability to shoot at the battleship regardless, because that's a really weird mechanic and I don't understand why it's there. But again, let me extra double time stress, the game is fun as frickin' heck. I know I've said a lot of complaints, I've had a lot of complaints. I'm just getting that out of the way. The fact of the matter is it as bad as they say? No, it's not that bad. It's actually a lot of fun. And this isn't a sponsored comment. This isn't forced on me by the devs. I'm not getting anything for saying this. No, of the free-to-play games we've played so far on Free-to-Play Friday, this definitely is the best one so far. And I'm actually planning on streaming this week for several hours. I've enjoyed just the free mechs that you can get. I've enjoyed progressing those mechs and leveling up. I've enjoyed trying out new mechs. I've enjoyed the complexities of the game modes. If this G2 Brawler thing is really broken and I start running into that, we might have more complaints then. But as far as it stands right now, this game is a crap load of fun, and I recommend anybody who can download it and check it out, download it and check it out. This is one of those instances where I feel like a lot of people might start playing it and go, ugh, frame rate's too bad, ugh, it's pay to win. Just give it a chance. You might find you like it, and if you decide that you do like it, come back, because I've got other great things to talk about in future videos. I've got so much stuff, everything from talking about how to play Siege mode well, to great tips on how to switch your radar in a different place on screen, how to swap your controls so your primary weapon is on RT instead of LT. I've got lots of stuff to talk about, so I hope you guys check it out. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see me play it, I'll be streaming it this week. If you guys want to check out more free-to-play games in the future, come check out my stream on Friday. It's twitch.tv/Option1Soul. Again, guys, I apologize I haven't uploaded anything about Umbrella Corps in a while. I took a week off. I had some dental problems. I was waiting for my capture card. I still want to get some stuff going on with Umbrella Corps, but I'm already feeling like the community is kind of put out by that. I do want to add more. Stay tuned, guys. I love you. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Catch you next time.